sir.
Yep.
All right, great Tuesday, man. Got a lot of good work done, man. Really appreciate the good Lord keeping the rain off of us. It sprinkled a little bit, but got a lot of good work in. Got an extra day yesterday in preparation, so that was good too. And got a tremendous opponent this week. Really, really old team. One of the oldest teams I've ever coached against. 9 senior starters on offense, 8 senior starters on defense. A lot of guys that have played a lot of football, at the elite conference in this country. And it's a tremendous opportunity for us. It's a game that matters so much to our people. It's a game that matters so much to us and to so many people in this state and around this area. So we're putting everything we got into it, and we're excited about the opportunity. With that, I'll open it up.
Coach, I believe they've named Greg Knox the interim head coach. I don't know if you know much about him across paths. I know he's been coaching a long time.
Yeah, no Coach Knox well. Great man. He was at Ole Miss through the years. Him and my dad, really good friends. I got to know Coach Knox when I was young, and he's always been really good to me, and I think the world of him. He's a college football lifer that's always treated people with respect. Has always been really good to me.
You've got a few different players on your team who transfers from Mississippi State. Do you think that they maybe are a little extra excited to try to beat their old team or something?
Yeah, I don't know if you can be any more excited to play a game, than we can be as a collective unit for this game. So if those kids have extra motivation, maybe so. But everybody within our whole program is really excited about this week. Yeah.
Coach, last couple of weeks, y'all had extended periods of good on good through the last 3 practices. How that served you guys?
Yeah, we changed the way we practice, about midway through the year for 2 reasons, Glenn. Number one, we're so young, and we felt like we needed to grow and develop. One thing I've really been proud of in our 3 years here is we've always gotten better as the year went on. And I think it's because of the way we practice. And we are doing more good on good to develop these young guys. I think we've seen a lot of growth, and it's been good. It's been really good.
You speak a little bit to y'all's success on the perimeter against ULL. I think y'all really did some from the play to the blocking to the execution.
Yeah, we've really improved that too. Getting out on the edge and doing some things, and then also it's helped us on defense too. We're playing blocks better on the edge and tackling better on defense. But we've had 3 straight weeks where we've rushed for over 200. I think in conference games only, which we've played 7 conference games, we're leading this league in rushing right now, which has been a huge step in the right direction for us. And I think it's a credit to our staff and also credit to the way we're practicing and doing things and improving.
Speaking on that statistic and combining that with passing, can you just kind of speak to how the offensive line has progressed and maybe some players that stand out?
Yeah, they've really gotten better as the year's gone on. I thought they played their best game this past week, and the proof's in the pudding right there. They're just playing collectively as a unit better. We're playing a lot of people. They're all getting better. The young guys have improved and gotten better, and it's been fun to see.
Dylan Lawrence is one of those transfer guys, and I'm pretty sure he started every single game for you guys on defense. And what has he just kind of brought as addition to this team?
Yeah, really talented guy from George County. Loves being here, loves this culture. Matter of fact, he stood up in front of the team before last game and said that was one of the highlights of his life, was transferring here and being a part of this culture and how we do things. He's got a great mama. She's one of the fine. She is an unbelievable human being. And, Dylan is he's getting better. You see the growth. You see him leveraging the ball better. You see him tackling better. He's a really long guy that is really talented, that's kind of moved around positionally his whole life, from high school to Mississippi State to here. And he's found a home at safety, and he's getting better and better.
I guess Ethan's facing a situation where if he plays Saturday, he'll lose his register. How do you guys sort of weigh the pros and cons and go about making a decision on whether you want to play him or?
Yeah. So, let's just wait and see on Saturday. You know what I mean? Let's just wait and see on Saturday. And then we'll talk about it the next week, what my decision is and why I made it, and I'll give you all that. But I don't want to give Mississippi State any added advantage.
Coach, speak a little bit to Ethan's philosophy on the football, giving your guys a chance for Yak on the perimeter.
Yeah, he really got a strong arm, got a live arm, young guy that's got a bright future, and going to be a really good player for us in the future. Can run and throw, and we talk about having one-strike guys here, and he's a one-strike guy from standpoint. Really, the only thing he didn't have was he's not a super tall guy, and he can play though.
That Thursday's game, to put Ethan in that situation, you guys down a touchdown, and what he did leading you guys down to tie it. what can that do for a young quarterback? Just confidence and just kind of growing from that experience.
Yeah, he's an extremely confident guy. I think that's one reason why we put him in there, and he believes, and he's getting better and better. And anytime you have success at anything in life, you know, it gives you more confidence moving forward. So that was a good moment for him and a good moment for our football team.
I saw him wearing that brace on his knee. Is that just kind of some support for him?
Yeah, you know, he's just a year removed from an ACL injury, so yeah, that's part of it.
You know, Jay Stanley, I think, said Thursday he'd gained a lot of respect for the team. You know, the way they got, you know, some of these guys have fought through the adversity. And what can you say just about how these, you know, like you said, these guys have been through a tough season, but to stay in it and keep fighting and, you know, fighting for one another.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we preach all the time. You know, I think if you don't have a strong foundation of core values and beliefs, when hard times come, what do you lean on? You know, and if you start trying to figure out how you're going to handle hard situations at the moment hard times come, you're in a heap of crap, you know. And so when hard times came for us this year, we already had our values. We already knew what we were leaning on. The way we mold these kids and the way we train them to attack each day was already there, and we just gripped onto that harder, and we kept working and getting better. And look, I'm disappointed in our record. I don't like where we're at. We'll never be here again. And but at the same time, I'm proud of the growth, and I'm proud of where we're headed. And you know, I appreciate these young men grabbing a hold of those values and continuing to move forward and finishing this year well.
Anything else for Coach?
Appreciate y'all.